pile 5 feet high. Dog ate the pecan pie. Hurry up, snowball is fine. Christmas time again. They say it's so pretty, that time in New York City. I say cold and gritty, packed in like sardines. Got a flat on the interstate. Mama warned me, don't be late. Pretty please save me a plate. Christmas time again. Uncle Eddie's new friend Jane.
Sister's back with what's his name.
All together once again.
And once a year is plenty.
Like they're bouncing off the wall.
Hear the cackle down the hall. Too loud to think at all. Christmas time again.
Here come the holidays, so
Save up a whole month's pay and
spend it on a one-night stay with a view of Rockefeller. Bracing for the icy weather.
bake the cookies, knit the sweater. Stand in line, wait forever. Christmas time again. If December's got you down, take the time and look around. You will find there's love abound. Christmas time again. Hear the jolly jingle sound. Christmas time again.
Oh my god.